AEW Grand Slam. I thought it was a pretty good event, and I just wanted to talk to you, AJ, and we don't have to go in depth of this event, but what were some moments that stuck out for you about AEW Grand Slam?
My favorite match, believe it or not, I enjoyed Toni Storm. Toni Storm is actually hilarious to me. My favorite pure wrestling match was not Toni Storm and Saraya, obviously, but Toni Storm is absolutely killing me with this character. For a pure wrestling standpoint, you either had to enjoy MJF versus Samoa Joe or Claudio and Eddie Kingston. To see Eddie Kingston overcome his demons and to get the opportunity to have both belts, absolutely love that. Eddie Kingston deserves it. We are big Eddie Kingston fans here. We're also huge Claudio fans here. Those two absolutely tore it down to me.
Great match. Eddie and Claudio was probably my favorite match. In terms of, I thought like you, Toni and Saraya were very entertaining. Toni in particular, I love her Hollywood, old school, black and white entrance. I think that's great. I think she's
and the fact that she's going batshit crazy, coming out with the shoes and the freaking. She's been having that thing with Renee where she keeps going tits up and watch out for the shoes, and she walks off the interview and all of a sudden a shoe comes flying at Renee. I enjoyed the Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara because it brought us back to Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho. Thank you, Excalibur, for pointing that out to us ahead of time.
Right.
And then he literally did what Chris Jericho did to Shawn Michaels. And even him leaving and going and joining the family is kind of a cool thing because Sammy Guevara is on that line. He's on that line to that next level where the right move could make him a megastar.
For sure. For me, the other big moments coming this out is Ray Phoenix and Jon Moxley. Ray Phoenix with a surprise championship win. Gotta believe that could be because of Jon Moxley's injury, which is now, I think I heard Wrestling Observer say that it was believed to be a minor concussion, which is thankful. But apparently Mox had said, no, this match is over, and nobody picked up on it.
Let me tell you something. For Mox to be able to say, hey, this match is over, we're talking about one of the toughest guys in the business. For him to know that he's injured enough where you have to actually stop that match, that to me, mild concussion, I find it hard to believe it's a mild concussion for Mox to be able to go, hey, yeah, that's, I believe he was hurt because he's not one of those guys who gets a hangnail and it's like, I'm done. I think that good for Ray Phoenix. I don't look for a long title reign due to the fact that I don't believe the belt was supposed to be put on him.
And MJF and Samoa Joe main event. MJF chokes out Samoa Joe like he said he would.
Well, with that clean chokehold.
How about the tribute to Bret Hart before this? Did you see that?
I enjoyed that. The tribute to Bret Hart was very good. Well done. I also love the fact that Samoa Joe, even though he pushed Adam Cole out of the way, he kept, because he's been somewhat of a babyface, and he's been getting cheered by the crowd.
For sure.
And he kept that babyface kind of by actually shaking hands with MJF afterwards. There were 2 injuries in that match. Both of them actually happened to people that weren't wrestling. Adam Cole apparently sprained his ankle jumping down off the platform to the ground.
Right.
If you watch the match, you'll see him limping literally the rest of the way and barely able to put weight on the ankle. The other one looked like it could have been a work at first, but the referee, when he took the fall out of the ring, screwed up his knee pretty bad. And if you watch him the rest of the way, he can barely get up. So it's interesting to see 2 people that weren't actually wrestling both injured in the match.
Yeah, no, it's wild. Hopefully Cole's not too bad. We'll see what happens because I'd hate to see that storyline get changed because that's
what do you think of what they're doing with Roderick?
I've actually turned the corner and I really like it now. Like I think that he's been so good at it. Like at first I thought he was just a dork, but now he's embraced it so well. And when he's just like, Adam. And then even Bennett talking about neck health, national health. And he says, if somebody tells you they don't appreciate it, you punch him in the wiener and then you pile drive him. And he drops down like he's doing a pile driver. Like I think this is the best thing.
Yeah, I think the Kingdom are doing fantastic, and they are now going to be, by the way, wrestling to be the number 1 contenders for the Ring of Honor tag titles, which would make them the number 1 contenders for Adam Cole and MJF, which is an interesting storyline.